Alright, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to another CFR reaction. Today we are going to be doing some spare ribs. We're going to trim them up, get them seasoned, and throw them out on the pit. They're going to be really good, so we'll bring you back into action when we get ready to throw them on the pit. Filming this?
Mm-hmm.
One of these days you gotta go to Snows.
Snows? Yeah, out in Lexington. Yeah, Snows Barbecue. Supposed to be legendary.
I think they got some kind of thing with one of the Texas whiskey distilleries.
Oh, like one of those programs or whatever. You could buy some whiskey, get some barbecue or something.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty dope. Get your drink on and get your eat on shit.
They run out of food, right?
You would think.
They only open, you said, for 4 hours or something?
I don't know about that time, but I know they're only open on Saturdays. That's it. Only one day a week. And I guess if you're making barbecue like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need to be open one time a week. People come from all over Texas and all over the country, really, to eat her barbecue. So these ribs right here look really good. It's got enough fat in here. It's got some good striation of the fat in between the bones. That's pretty much all I'm going to do. Just trim it up, square it up a little bit. Any kind of edges that they have that pokes out, you kind of want to get rid of that stuff because it'll end up burning off on the cook anyways. Ribs generally don't have a whole lot of meat and all that, so you know they're more acceptable to burning. And then usually when you come from the butcher shop, if you just get run-of-the-mill spare ribs from the supermarket, run your hand here and see if you have any of the bones that poke out. If they do, you can trim a little bit of that off to make it more of an even cook. But these ones here actually feel pretty good. So they had probably a sharp bandsaw when they actually cut the rib. So that looks pretty good for that. What we're going to do too is just use a little bit of olive oil, put it on top for the binder. Again, I've said it in other videos that I really like to do this for pretty much all my meat, especially on beef and pork. But it just helps as a binder. Gets the stuff to stick. We're going to remove the membrane too. Normally, if you're going to do a lot of ribs, you don't really have to remove it. But since we're only doing a couple slabs a day, let's just go ahead and remove that membrane. The easiest way to do that is to get your knife right up underneath the membrane. Sometimes what I like to do too is make a little incision. Get my knife right up underneath the bone. Like that. Pop it up. Get enough to where you can grab it. And then get you a paper towel. Helps with the grip. So you can actually fold the paper towel up. Grip the membrane. And hopefully if we're lucky this will come off in one sheet. But if not, you just got to work with it. Yeah, this one's not playing ball right, but that's all right. It's all part of barbecue. This one's got a thick membrane on it. Yeah, it's always been the hardest part. Like when you get ready to do ribs, man, is you can take care of that membrane. But a lot of times, if you get lucky, you can actually, like I said, pull that whole thing off in one sheet, and that's pretty dope. See, just like that, just to get it started. Use a little bit here. That'll work. See, it's got a lot of fat in there, so this should render down into the meat and actually make it a little bit more moist than normal ribs. A lot of times you have a problem with ribs actually, you know, just getting dried out or whatever during the cook, just because it's thin piece of meat. So, points off. Take these gloves off.
You know, talk all that extra over here.
Yeah.
Get out your way.
Gotcha. Appreciate that. We'll save some of this right here. We'll probably throw some of this meat up on the grill because it's really good. So we'll sort that in a minute though. Figure out which one we want to take. If I had a grinder, I'd probably grind that and use it as like a filler or something, but I don't. So right now we're just gonna put our seasoning on it. And this season here, I like to go with the ribs so it doesn't look as blotchy. But yeah, I got a little bit of celery seed in here, a little bit of paprika, chili pepper, salt and pepper, and it's a recipe that I received from my late brother-in-law. He actually gave it to me, and now I'm going to use it. And that should be good there. How we looking on the pit there, fire manager?
I was going to ask you for the temperature gauge.
Oh, I think it's out on the pit.
Okay. I thought you would probably need that smaller piece.
All right, so that looks pretty good there. I think we'll have that one seasoned up and be there. We're gonna check the temperature on the pit, and then we'll get back into the action when we get ready to throw it on there. So we'll see you shortly. All right, welcome back, guys. So we just threw the ribs out onto the grill. We're gonna get ready to leave them on here and smoke. We're gonna come check in on them in about 2 hours, 2 hours 15 minutes, and check to see how the bark and how the color sets up. And at that point, we may go ahead and moisten it down with a little bit of apple cider vinegar or some apple juice. And then at that time, we'll leave them on for about another 15 minutes, and then probably pull them to wrap them, and then throw them back out on the grill. So we'll bring you back in on the action when we get to that point. All right.
Hey, good afternoon, YouTube. This is X. Hey, so we had the ribs on for about 2 hours. So we're gonna spray it down a little bit, just get a little bit of moisture on there, and then kind of sauce it up a little bit before we take the ribs off and and wrap them. So we'll go ahead and get that done. You don't have to be too shy with it. And these are just some of the ends that DJ cut off earlier. We just threw those on too.
Man, pour it the other way. It ain't coming out. Maybe it's a little too thick.
Oh, okay. There you go.
I just spritz it.
Yeah, you can just throw it on there. It's all good. Like I said, I like to show YouTube that, you know, barbecue is not an exact science, and it's all about how you feel like you need to do it. YouTube fam knows that ain't nothing fake on this channel. We're gonna have our ups and downs, but at the end of the day, we still gonna have a good quality piece of meat that's gonna come off the grill. So
Hit it again.
yep. What we're doing now is just spreading out the sauce a little bit more evenly so it actually has a chance to bake into the meat. And again, we'll leave this back on the smoker for about 15-20 minutes. Check it out, see how the tackiness of it is, and then at that point, check the rib bones and see if we need to go ahead and pull them and wrap them. And that's it. Alright, YouTube, we back. The cook is over. We're about to pull these off and let them rest, and then we're going to cut into them to see how they look. They smell delicious, so I'm going to have my heat manager over here, X, pull these things off. We'll bring you guys back into the action when we get ready to cut them. We're going to let them rest for about 10-15 minutes and then bring you back in. Alright. Alright, y'all. We're back now. We're about to cut into these things, and they look really good right now. They're really tender. Then we're going to enjoy some ribs. Man, look at that smoke ring. Ooh, boy, things look good.
Nah, that's a good smoke ring.
That is a really good smoke ring.
Fat render down real good.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna be juicy. I know my boy's gonna like it. He gonna slop this up with some sauce. And Jordan about to gain some weight tonight. I know he's over there cussing it right now for talking shit.
That's it, man.
Alright, man, look at that. These things are delicious looking. I'm gonna take me a little piece off the end here. I'm gonna taste it.
Stick my hand up in here for a
Oh,
second.
hell yeah. That's what's up, YouTube. Another day, another good cook. That's how we get it. Now, if y'all like what we're doing and you want to see more of these videos, please subscribe to our channel. Leave us the comments and hit that bell notification for our future videos. We appreciate the support. Peace out.